If you charge your iPhone overnight, you're slowly killing your battery, and I'm going to show you exactly why this happens, how to check if your battery is already damaged, and the right way to charge your iPhone to make it last years longer. Most people think charging overnight is convenient and harmless. You plug it in before bed, wake up with 100% and you're good to go. But here's what's actually happening. Your iPhone hits 100% after about 2 hours, then sits there plugged in for another 5 or 6 hours, constantly topping off and creating heat. And heat is the #1 battery killer. Let me show you how to protect your battery and extend its lifespan starting tonight. Step 1, check your battery health right now. First, let's see if your battery is already damaged. Open your settings app, then scroll down and tap battery health and charging. Here you'll see your maximum capacity percentage. This tells you how much battery life your iPhone has compared to when it was brand new. If you see anything below 80%, your battery is significantly degraded. Apple considers that the point where you should replace it. But here's the thing, even if you're at 90% or 95%, that capacity didn't disappear by accident. It degraded because of how you've been charging it. Now look at cycle count. This shows how many complete charge cycles your battery has been through. A cycle means going from 100% to 0% and back to 100% or the equivalent, like going from 100% to 50% twice. iPhone batteries are designed to retain about 80% of their original capacity at 500 complete cycles, but if you're charging wrong, you can hit that degradation much faster. Step 2, why overnight charging destroys your battery. Here's what happens when you charge overnight. Your iPhone reaches 100% in about 2 hours, depending on your charger. But then it stays plugged in for another 4, 5, or 6 hours. During that time, the battery isn't just sitting there fully charged, it actually trickle charges, meaning it drops slightly, then tops back up to 100% over and over again. This creates mini charge cycles all night long, and every time your battery charges, it generates heat. Heat breaks down the lithium-ion cells inside your battery, reducing their capacity permanently. Apple knows this is a problem, which is why they introduced optimized battery charging starting with iOS 13. This feature learns your charging routine and delays charging past 80% until you need it. Let me show you how to make sure it's turned on. Step 3, turn on optimized battery charging. Go back to settings, then battery, then click on charging. Make sure optimized battery charging is turned on. When this is enabled, your iPhone learns when you typically wake up. It charges to 80% quickly, then waits to charge the final 20% right before your alarm goes off. This keeps your battery in the optimal range for most of the night, reducing heat and wear. But here's the problem. Optimized battery charging only works if you have a consistent routine. If your schedule is unpredictable, it won't help much. That's why you need to change your charging habits entirely. Step 4, the right way to charge your iPhone. Here's what the experts, including battery scientists and Apple's own engineers, recommend. 1. Keep your battery between 20% and 80% most of the time. Lithium-ion batteries last longest when they're kept in the middle range. Going to 100% puts stress on the battery. Letting it drop to 0% is even worse. 2. Avoid charging to 100% unless you really need it. If you know you'll be away from a charger all day, fine, charge to 100%. But if you're just at home or near a charger, stop at 80%. iOS 18 actually makes this easier. You can set a charging limit, go to settings, then battery, then charging, and choose 80% limit if available on your iPhone model. This prevents your phone from charging past 80% automatically. 3. Don't let your battery drop to 0% regularly. Deep discharges wear out your battery faster. Try to charge when you hit 20% or 30%. 4. Avoid extreme heat. Don't leave your iPhone in a hot car, don't use intensive apps while charging, and definitely don't charge it under your pillow or blanket where heat can't escape. If your iPhone gets too hot while charging, it will actually stop charging to protect the battery. If you see a temperature warning, let it cool down. 5. Use the right charger. Fast charging is convenient, but it generates more heat. If you're charging overnight and you have time, use a slower 5 watt or 12 watt charger instead of a 20 watt or 30 watt fast charger. Your battery will thank you. Step 5. What about wireless charging? Yeah, wireless charging is convenient, but it's worse for your battery than wired charging because wireless charging is less efficient. More energy is lost as heat. And again, heat kills batteries. If you use a wireless charger, make sure it's in a well-ventilated area, don't use a thick case that traps heat, and definitely don't use wireless charging overnight unless you have optimized battery charging enabled. If you want your battery to last as long as possible, stick with wired charging. Step 6. Stop using your phone while it's charging. When you use your iPhone while it's plugged in, especially for heavy tasks like gaming, video recording, or GPS navigation, you're creating even more heat. The battery is charging and discharging at the same time, and the processor is working hard. That's a recipe for accelerated battery degradation. If you need to use your phone, unplug it. Let it charge when you're not using it. Apple builds great batteries, but they don't last forever, and if you're not careful, you could need a replacement in 2 years instead of 4 or 5. A battery replacement costs $89 to $99 at Apple, or you could just take care of the one you have and avoid that expense entirely. More importantly, a degraded battery means your phone dies faster, charges slower, and might even shut down unexpectedly at low percentages. It's frustrating and inconvenient. By changing how you charge starting tonight, you can keep your battery healthy for years.